welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new dance advice video. Now I love filming these. I normally try and film them like after I filmed a dance video, so if I'm looking really like sweaty right now, it's because I am. I just filmed 2 dance videos in this studio that I have hired out for an hour, and I thought that would kind of like tie into the topic of today's video, which is how to start a dance YouTube channel. Now I would say this is like one of the most popular questions that I get asked on the daily, and my channel is very niche. I know like dance YouTube channels are becoming a lot more popular, but for people that aren't like professional choreographers living in LA and people that just want to like upload dance covers or their own dance tutorials or their own choreography, then I guess it is a little bit more niche and not everybody does it. So yeah, I thought I would make a whole video on how you can start a dance YouTube channel. Yes, I will be addressing copyright, the big question I always get asked so many times. So if you want to start a dance YouTube channel or it's something you've been thinking about, keep on watching. If you are new here, I post dance videos and dance tutorials every single week. So if you like dance, you've definitely come to the right channel, and it would make my day if you could subscribe. But I'm going to stop rambling on. Let's get started with these tips. Tip number 1, literally just start. If it's something you've been thinking about and it's something that, you know, you've been watching others do and you really want to try, just start. Like, what is stopping you? I feel like a lot of people kind of get worried about what other people might think of them, or if you're at school. Like, trust me, I've been there. I started my channel when I was 17, so I was just finishing school, but I was still at school when I uploaded my first few videos, and you know, people probably thought it was really weird. And I started my channel when YouTube was not a thing. Like, there were not YouTubers. Doing YouTube was not a job. Like, now doing YouTube is my full-time job. Not just working on this channel, I work on a ton of other channels, but it is my full-time job to work on YouTube, and that was like not a thing at the time. So I know that a lot of people probably thought like, oh my god, she's the weird girl that like films herself and uploads it, but you just have to not care. If I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have been in the position I'm in right now. So I'm very thankful that I just kind of like blocked all of that out and just kind of did my own thing. I think that's so important, because in like a few years time, if you're at school, what people thought of you then literally will not matter at all. Like, not even a little bit. So just be confident, just go for it. If you're worried about like not having the proper equipment, I still film my videos on my phone. I went through a phase of having a camera, but like you'll see on the screen right now, I'll probably put up like a dance video that I filmed using like a DSLR camera, and a dance video that I filmed with my current phone, which is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the quality is literally no different. I feel like phones out there now literally rival like cameras because they film in 4K, especially the new iPhone that I have. It films like fisheye, so there's definitely like a lot of cool things that you can do with an iPhone. If you do want to invest in a camera, like that's totally fine as well. Like if it's something that you feel like you'll get a lot of use out of and you are a creative person, then you probably will, and yeah, I don't see any problem with that. In terms of like editing and being able to kind of like upload and having a laptop and stuff like that, I feel like that is probably the thing that you should invest in. I would always recommend a MacBook, just so that you have the option to use iMovie or Final Cut Pro or like any editing software that you want to use, because most of them do work on Apple laptops and they kind of are made for that. So my preference is always a MacBook, so I would definitely say try and invest in one of those. But if you don't have one and you have an iPhone, iMovie is literally on iPhones, so you can literally stitch together clips and overlay music really easily. So yeah, there's literally no excuse. If you want to start, just start. Tip number 2, what do you want your channel to be about? Now, obviously you want a dance channel because that is why you clicked on this video, or this video interested you in some way. But there are a ton of like different types of dance channels. I feel like if you're a choreographer, do you teach class? Are you gonna upload class videos to your channel? Because if you are, then are you gonna post tutorials? If you're gonna post tutorials, are people gonna still go to your class? Like, there's a lot of variables, I feel like. For me, I'm not really, I mean, I dance semi-professionally, but I'm not a professional dancer. I don't dance full-time. That's not my full-time profession. And I'm not a full-time choreographer. I don't teach class or anything like that. I just make dance videos and tutorials for fun because I love making them, and it's got me a lot of cool opportunities. So, you know, it's definitely like a hobby of mine and a bit of like a side thing, but have a goal as to like what you want your channel to be. So if you want to upload tutorials, are you going to create your own choreography and teach that? Or are you going to learn choreography from music videos or popular choreographers and then teach that choreography? Or are you going to do K-pop covers? Like, there's so much to do with dance now, and especially with like the rise of TikTok and TikTok dances. Are you going to teach those? Are you going to just make fun dance videos? Like, I just think having a bit of a plan as to what you want your channel to be is really good. When I started out, I just filmed dance videos to songs. I would often do covers. I loved covering like Matt Stefanina's choreography. I remember learning like Chachi's choreography. So yeah, back in the day, like I would always do covers. And I kind of started to branch out to do my own choreography a few years ago, and then I've now been doing tutorials of my own choreography for about a year now. So yeah, I feel like even if you have a little goal, like what I've just said basically shows to you that you can evolve and you can kind of change and adapt as you go on. As you know, carry on YouTube, you'll see different trends. You're going to kind of want to like tap into those trends in order to grow your channel. But I think having like a kind of borderline like first goal is really good to have in mind. Tip number 3, set aside time every single week that you're going to film and edit and upload and all of that good stuff. Now, I always get asked, how do you grow a YouTube channel? And I think one of the main things is literally just consistency. Now, that might sound super simple, but being consistent is literally like the key to anything in life. If you want to be good at anything, you have to keep working at it. You can't just like upload one video and then not upload for like 4 months, because that's not going to help your channel to grow. So I would always say to start with uploading one video a week or one video every fortnight, so every 2 weeks, just to kind of get you started and get you in the habit of filming and to get you used to like editing and making content. I would recommend setting aside a day, maybe if it's the weekend and you have like an hour on a Saturday morning that you can go out and film your videos. Maybe you want to film them in your room or your house, or maybe you want to film them in the garden, or maybe you're like me and you want to like hire out a studio, which is so easy to do. All you have to do is like Google studios near me and you can contact them and inquire about booking it. Or a lot of my dance videos, I like to find like cool locations. So especially if I'm traveling, I like to kind of dance in front of like any scenery or any kind of like landmarks. Or when I'm in London, I love to look for just like cool walls. I love the industrial look, so I always find like industrial looking spaces. I love dancing in car parks. I feel like they give off a really cool vibe. I often find that I change my location depending on the song, because songs give off like different vibes, so that definitely plays a part. But just think about where you want your videos to be filmed, how you're going to go about filming them. Are you going to need somebody to help you film? I often try and get people to help me film, but it is difficult to do that every week. For example, I film videos every single Friday, so I set aside like an hour to film and then an hour to edit and upload on the Friday, and then I often upload the tutorial the day after, so that I have that Friday night / Saturday morning to edit the tutorial and export that and get that up. So that's kind of my weekly routine, and then it means for the rest of the week I don't have to worry about editing or uploading or filming. And if I have any extra content that I've managed to film, like today I managed to film 2 dance videos, I'll basically like edit that at some point during the week and just try and get that out as well. Or I'll keep it in an archive. I have an external hard drive where I keep like all my archived or extra content, and then if I am going away for a week and I know that I'm not going to be able to film, then I'll basically upload that video then. So yeah, it definitely is like something that I think takes getting used to. You have to get used to the swing of like being in the filming mode and just having YouTube be kind of like at the forefront of your mind. But have a schedule. That's my main tip. Have a schedule so that you're able to upload frequently and consistently, and that is going to help you to grow. Tip number 4 is music. Now, this is the most common question that I get asked, and it's all about how do you not get copyright on your videos. Now, I struggled with this when I first started out. I think like YouTube have kind of like evolved with the way that they work with record labels and the way that music gets licensed on YouTube, and it's definitely changed, and I feel like it's gotten a lot better. There was a point maybe like a few years ago where every video I uploaded would literally get blocked or taken down, and I've experienced getting strikes and having to get them resolved and having like stress because I have to contact people at the record label and ask them to, you know, remove the strike if I delete the video, and it's all a lot of stress, I'm not gonna lie. But luckily I haven't had to deal with that for a few years, I want to say maybe like 2 years. I haven't had that happen, touch wood. But as of recently, I feel like the policies have kind of changed to the point where you'll either upload a video and you will not be able to post it because the video will be blocked worldwide, and that is because the copyright holder does not want that song on YouTube. Now, I often find that when like the music video is released or when that song is released as a single, you'll then be able to upload it. So I often just keep those videos kind of like sitting in an archive. I recently have started to download the song and upload it to YouTube the day before I film, or the day of me filming, just so that I don't go and film a video and then find out after I've done all the hard work that the song is blocked, because that is the most frustrating thing ever. So that is one little tip, just to check if you can actually use the song before you go and film to it. But as of recently, I haven't had too much trouble. For the most part, what will happen is you will upload your video and it will get monetized by the record label, and they will basically take all of the earnings from that video, but it just means that you are able to use the song in your video, which is the main thing. So I'm totally okay with that. I'm not fussed about like earning money on my videos or anything like that. I do upload tutorials and I am able to monetize those because I actually don't put the song in my tutorial videos, which is one of the main reasons that I don't put the song in the tutorial videos. I keep them separate just so that I'm able to monetize one and not monetize the other, and that is totally fine. So that is the main thing with copyright. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. You'll either be able to use it or you won't. That is the simple thing. Sometimes, you know, you will get a strike, and that is really, really stressful and frustrating. If you do get a strike, feel free to message me and I can try and help you to get that resolved and help go through those steps. But that is the main copyright points. Tip number 5, my last tip, is to do it for the right reasons. I feel like so many people see like a lot of people on YouTube being so like rich and successful and like having all these brand deals and stuff like that. That is not the right reason to start a YouTube channel. I mean, I'm sure that if you're starting a dance YouTube channel, that probably isn't the goal anyway, but I just think it's important to kind of mention that you should do it for the right reasons. Like, I genuinely love dancing and I genuinely love creating content, and I feel like if I was doing it for any other reason, I would definitely not be so dedicated and I wouldn't upload so frequently. So just make sure that you do genuinely love what you're doing and just love what you're putting out. I feel like I am quite a creative person, and my channel is definitely like a really great creative outlet for me. It really helps me when I'm stressed or if I want something to focus on. It's definitely a great outlet. So yeah, if you do love dance and you want to be able to share that with people, then I think it's definitely a great thing to do. And especially if you do want to teach and post tutorials, it's such a lovely thing to be able to like give back to a community that maybe can't get to class or doesn't know where to go or doesn't know how to get started with dance. So yeah, I definitely say that's the most rewarding thing. So make sure that you are doing it for the right reasons. But that is all of my tips. I hope I've like covered everything. If I haven't, or you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below and I will reply to as many of them as I can. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I do a bit of a series where I do dance advice videos. If you want advice on any other topics or you want to watch any of my other dance advice videos, I'll leave them linked in the description below so you can go check those out. But if you did enjoy this video, I'd love if you could smash the big thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. And apart from that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!